To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the seventh-year pro from your alma mater, Brock, the University of Washington. It's quarterback Jake Browning.
Kate, if there's an adjective to describe Jake Browning's career in the NFL, I think I'd have to say grit. He's been on practice squads. He's bounced around different teams and different systems. He waited a half-decade in this league, persevered before he got his shot, and he made the most of it. And people on Montlake will tell you, well, just like they said in Folsom when he was in high school in California, he may not throw it the farthest or the hardest, but he has such tremendous command of the football.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense. Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Escapes a defender. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
First down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
First down throw. Here's Browning. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is second and long. Trying again, following the sack. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. New shotgun. Here's Browning. He has the first over the middle. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. They go play fake with Browning. He completes it in traffic. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
This one's caught. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Brown. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Browning from the gun. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for their next quarterback after Elway and Manning. And it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. It was 29, by the way. And he finished third for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
For a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Bengals are out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at first down here. Nix from the gun. Throw finds Evan Ingram. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Broncos will have a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
The 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. This is going to be down here. Looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Nix holds on to it. And that zone read goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap to Nix. Right man, it's Marvin Mims. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Dobbins on first and goal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. On the return, here's Jones. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bengals and T. Higgins back in possession here. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Play fake, Browning. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. To the air, Browning. Dumped off to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Bengals with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Browning. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He'll throw it yet again. Flush down now to his left. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Into the
First and goal.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. This might be a free play for him. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. He's got it on the bootleg. Dumps it off to his running back. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals get some late points and the lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7.
Broncos 7.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. On first and 10, here's Nix. Connecting on the slant. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, it's Nix. Completed over the middle. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
At the 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Nix now on first and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. The kick by Lutz is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Kid, I don't think there's any question this is going to be a close game when it's all said and done, because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
One last play before the break. Final throw before the break. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Broncos with their offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
They've got first down from the 31. Here's the fake. Here's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And now it's second down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
On second down, here's Dobbins. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
On third down, here's Nix. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On the pickup brings up second and 2 at the Bengals' 28-yard line.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. Running it again with Dobbins. And he's able take this one down to the 25. This one goes for 3 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. And he stopped right as he reaches the 10. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Now Nix. We're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. They've made it 4th and goal.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. The kick by Lutz is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Samaje Perine on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. And now here comes the Bengals on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 29. That throw finds Jamar Chase. Keeps himself upright. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals grow their lead to 8. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
On the return, here's Mims. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Mims on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. Short pickup to their own 31. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him over the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Nix holds on to it. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And it looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that 1st down. Ball at the 41, 3rd and short.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Nix now, 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 13 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Kate, when you watch the Combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they stop him. He's marked down on that 18-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos down by only 2 in the 4th. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Now the offense and Nix coming to the line and looking to tack on 2 more.
The Broncos will...
He's throwing for it! This is caught. And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the 4th quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Bronx. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Browning. Right side cut by Higgins. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
First down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw. Here's Browning. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Bengals don't want to see this one go to overtime. After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he's tackled for no gain. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through. It's for a touchback. The Broncos offense all set to go. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They look to throw it. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
1:20 left to go. This is 2nd and 10. Setting up to pass. Looking over the middle, finds Ingram. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Now to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Back to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Fits it through the middle. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And now they call the timeout. Oh, Brock, what a play to get him into range. And now they can win it all as time expires.
One more time. This is our last chance.
An entire game coming down to the leg of Will Lutz. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. This is from 35 out on the left hash. The kick is good. He got it. And he hits one more time to win them this game. So it's a win for the Broncos. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to